Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So, as you all know, the Xbox game showcase, will be showcased this Sunday on June 9th, 10 a.m. Pacific, and then 1 p.m. East Coast time. I'm on the East Coast time, so I'm going to be showcasing it here on my channel on 1 p.m. But I'll do it a little bit early at 12 o'clock noon. So the whole point of this video is just to kind of like emphasize on all of these talking points out there on the YouTube. Everybody's saying, "Oh, this is like Xbox last chance, Xbox last hooray into the the future, or this is the final nail in the coffin." All of this Xbox talk, all of this drama that they're creating, and we all know why people are creating this drama. It's just to drive the clicks and views. That's the only reason why. Majority of people out there, they have both systems, they have both consoles, and they play both systems and they play both consoles. But it's sometimes when you have a YouTube, you want to see how many fanboys do you have. If you got majority of Xbox fanboys, then you're going to favor saying good things about the Xbox. If you got majority of the Sony fanboys on your channel, then of course you have to satisfy the blue team. Kind of like a politics, like if you're Fox News, you're going to be Republican. If you're CNN, you're going to be Democrats. It's kind of like that. It's like Pepsi, Coca-Cola. But they all drink pretty much the same soda. And sometimes they drink both of them. They drink Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Now, I'm not here to do that because I'm a gamer, okay? I'm somebody who has both, PlayStation and the Xbox. I have both. They're both here. So, all you out there who are trying to say that I am maybe a Xbox fanboy, no, I'm not. I have not one single zero fanboy in me. And just want to clarify that. So what I want to talk about here is the facts. I'm not here to, talk about your feelings. I'm not here to talk about your agenda. Like, forget about your feelings, how you feel about Xbox or how you feel about PlayStation. If you're a fanboy, too bad. This is a video that might give you some anxiety. Okay, maybe you should just quit right now and not watch this. If you're a PlayStation fanboy, maybe you should just walk away. You might get an anxiety. If you happen to be an Xbox fanboy, I think you will enjoy it for the facts that I'm trying to bring about, not for me trying to wave a green flag. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to be fair, because I have yet to find a YouTube channel, I have yet to find a YouTube content creator that it's fair, that it says, hey, let's make a fair, independent, journalistic statement here. Let's not wave a blue flag or a green flag. Let's just look at it for what it is, right? Think of me like a judge. I'm the judge, and I'm looking at the case. I'm looking at both cases, and I'm trying to look at it independently to see which one sticks and which one doesn't stick, which one has an agenda, which one doesn't have an agenda, which one has a smear campaign and which one doesn't have a smear campaign. So I'm looking at it that way. So let's look at State of Play. State of Play was released on May 30th, Thursday, and it was at 6 p.m. I live streamed that. I was there with all my friends. We were watching it. Total disappointment. They really showcased nothing. They only showcased this new Concord multiplayer online only type game that you have to pay. It comes out in August. There's going to be in July open beta or something. And it looks like Overwatch with a little bit of Fortnite. But you have to pay for it. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why should I get excited about something I have to pay for? That's online only. Why is it not included with a PlayStation Plus? I mean, why? And I haven't seen anybody out there ask this question. You know, every time you ask a Sony fanboy this question, they're like, they're choking up in their words. They're trying to make some kind of a justification as to, well, here's the reason why they want you to pay for it. You know, it's like, why can't you just, like, guys, just admit, hey, it's not right. It should be included. It should be free. Why are we paying for this? We're already paying for the PlayStation Plus service. Why can't this be free? So, Concord was nothing to be excited for. What else they showcased? They showcased the God of War Ragnarok. Well, it's coming on PC. Okay, that's something we already knew, that a lot of these PlayStation exclusives are coming to PC. So that also begs the question, do you even need the PlayStation? You see where I'm getting at? Do you even need the PlayStation if you can play these games on PC? So the PlayStation loses the name of exclusivity right there when you're putting it on a PC. But then you ask a Sony fanboy, and then they say, well, here's the reason why. We want to justify this. We want to justify this. Okay, justify it. But if you're going to justify it, don't criticize Xbox. Because you essentially, like as a hypocrites, you're essentially doing the same thing. So the Sony, it's essentially doing the same thing as the Xbox. But the hypocrisy from their fan base is to say that, oh, why is Xbox doing this? What's the point of having an Xbox if you can go play it on PC? Yeah, well, what's the point of having a PlayStation 5 if I can play it on a PC? Let's drop the hypocrisy, guys. I want you to criticize your brand when it's not doing you any favors. And where's Days Gone 2? Days Gone 2 is not going to happen because Sony doesn't care about 250,000 signatures petition that we have signed, me included, to get Days Gone 2. So, but anyway, we'll get to the whole PlayStation, Xbox, fiasco. Just stay with me. Just stay with me before you get triggered. Just stay with me. Because I'm speaking the truth. Nah, forget the truth. I'm speaking the facts. These are the facts that are coming out of my mouth. Facts. Facts. So, listen to facts. Don't listen to your feelings or to your, agenda. So, what did the State of Play broadcast? Nothing, really. Much of anything. They showcase the Concord, and you have to pay for it. Comes out in August. There's going to be open beta, demo. I could care less. I'm not going to pay for it. Clearly, why it's not included? Part of PlayStation Plus. If this was on Game Pass, it would be included with the Game Pass. Why am I paying for this? So what's the point of PlayStation Plus if I have to pay for this? Same thing with the Helldivers 2. Why do I have to pay for Helldivers 2? How am I supposed to get my Sony friends to play the game if they have to pay for it? Why is not included in PlayStation Plus? Okay. So what do they show? They show Until Dawn. Well, Until Dawn, it's just a remaster. I already played this game. Played it many times, many different endings. I could care less about Until Dawn because I already played it. I can play it for you. It's not going to be that much of a difference, okay? It's not going to be that much of a difference. It's going to look exactly the way the original looked like. All right? It's just a quick money cash grab. What else did they showcase? They showcased Dynasty Warriors Origin. Okay, I'm kind of excited, but Dynasty Warriors Origin, isn't that like a third party? I mean, that's a third party game. Monster Hunters Wilds, Capcom third party. Where's all these bangers? Where's the bangers? They showcase the Astrobot. Okay, then, it's a nice little showcase demo, but it's really for the kids. Silent Hill 2. I can play it on the Xbox. I can play it on the PC. And looks like people were not that super excited about that either, because one of the characters didn't really look like the way it should have looked like. So what exactly did State of Play showcase? Did they showcase PlayStation 5 Pro? No. We were hoping for that. No PlayStation 5 Pro. They didn't showcase it. PlayStation VR 2, well, they showcased a couple of games for PlayStation VR 2. Alien is one of the games that this is the only thing that I'm kind of excited about, is the Alien game on VR. But they also kind of like screw that up by putting a $60 price tag for a PlayStation VR 2 PC adapter. So they're going to charge you $60 for a PC adapter for PlayStation VR 2. And they're also going to remove a bunch of features like HDR, haptic feedback. So, State of Play sucked. Sucked terribly. It was a terrible, and it got leaked on top of that. They couldn't even keep it together. It leaked. So it was a terrible State of Play showcase. Sony showed nothing. It was one of their weakest, terrible showcases ever. So now we got Xbox Game Pass showcase coming in on Sunday, June 9th, 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern. So now you look at the Xbox and you got to say to yourself, Xbox really doesn't have to work hard for this showcase. You know, they just have to showcase maybe a couple of games and they're good. All they have to showcase is Gears of War 6 with the Unreal Engine 5, and of course the ability to play Black Ops 6 included with the Game Pass, and also for the very first time you're able to play it on the xCloud, on the cloud. So just those two games alone will trump the State of Play of Sony. That's all they have to do. That's all they have to do, honestly, just to bury State of Play. So then, my question to you, Sony fanboys, is what do you have in such great value? What type of bangers do you have that came out in past 3 years? What bangers did Sony bring? PlayStation 5 is not that great of a console, man. I don't even consider it the next generation. Just like I don't consider Xbox Series X next generation. If you compare Xbox Series X to Xbox One X, the only difference is it's just the frame rate and the SSD. Same thing with the PlayStation 5. The user interface is too confusing. While on the PlayStation 4 was a true next-gen console, man. Probably one of the last of the Mohicans of the true next-gen console. PlayStation 5 felt to me just like an upgrade. Yeah, I even said it when it came out in 2020. I felt like this is an upgrade. I don't feel this is anything substantially cutting-edge new technology. So it does the frame rates a little bit better, at a certain resolution, and it has SSD and ray tracing. Big deal. Is that really enough to call it the next gen? No. So, my question to Sony fanboys is this. What exactly... Because I know the Sony fanboys like to bash Xbox. Xbox this, Xbox that. Xbox has no value. Xbox blah, blah, blah. Xbox rest in peace. It's so annoying and tiring to listen to these excuses and justifications, these lame-ass justifications that really don't stick on the wall. And they wouldn't stick on the court either. Like, it is so annoying, man. Like, they're clinging on to all these, like, nitpicking excuses that really don't stick. So, what does your PlayStation 5 has in past 3 years that's a banger? Sequels? God of War sequel? The Last of Us 2? Well, to be honest, The Last of Us 2 came on PlayStation 4. Then later on, it was released on PlayStation 5. Okay? It was not released on PlayStation 5. It was released on PlayStation 4. So, in past 3 years, what did you get? Returnal. Returnal? Demon Souls, that's it. Returnal and Demon Souls. 2 Souls-like games. 2 roguelike type games. You got Spider-Man. Well, it's a sequel. Where's these new IP bangers? Sony used to release the new IPs back in the days every year, with new IPs like Uncharted, new IPs like Days Gone, new IPs like Ghost of Tsushima, new IPs like Detroit Become Human. Where's these bangers, dude? Where are these bangers that Sony used to release back in PlayStation 4? I don't see those bangers anymore. Where are they? So, please, guys, spare me this whole PlayStation's better than Xbox, because I would like you to write down in a comment what kind of new IP bangers did you bring, and what do you have this year, and what do you have on the state of play that you can say, ooh, my PlayStation better than the Xbox. You showcased nothing, absolutely nothing on state of play that would make me sell my Xbox and go buy a PlayStation 5. Nothing. If, let's say, I didn't have PlayStation and Xbox, and I only had the Xbox, you did nothing to convince me to say, oh, dude, I got to go run out and buy a PlayStation. Oh, dude, let me go and buy a PlayStation 5 right now. You did absolutely nothing to people talk about Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade is not that strong of a title to make me go out and buy a console of PS5, and it's a limited time exclusive. Same thing with Rise of the Ronin. It's a limited time exclusive. It's good, but it's a limited time exclusive. It's gonna be on PC. Stellar Blade's gonna be on PC. So, what type of exclusive bangers do you have that are not available on PC? Look, all I'm saying is this, guys, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can be shitting all over Xbox, but then you don't look at your own toilet. Clean up your own toilet. Clean up your own toilet, and then come and shit. It's like someone who has a messy apartment. Everything's a mess. Nothing's cleaned. And then they come to your house and they say, oh, why isn't your house cleaned up? And you're like, well, I clean as much as I can. But then you go to their house or their apartment, and their apartment, it's a total mess. It's a hypocrisy. There's a lot of hypocrisy here. And this is why I don't like fanboys. Because fanboys are hypocrites. They're always clinging to some kind of excuse. They're always clinging to some kind of a justification to justify their support for their brand, why they love their brand. What even they know that their brand really, it's not doing that well. That's like you being a supporter of your team, which is fine. You want to support your team, but you don't want to acknowledge when your team sucks, right? We'll talk about a football team, college football, right? Or NFL or NBA, right? You don't want to admit when Lakers sucks, right? You don't want to admit when your GOAT sucks, I'm talking about LeBron. You got to be able to criticize even your GOATs, even your greatest team. You got to be able to say, hey, man, they suck this year. I love them. They're my favorite team, but damn, they suck this year. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to be a fanboy, if you're going to be a brand fan, to support your brand, you got to be able to criticize your brand. Say, hey, you guys didn't bring nothing to the table this year, or the last year, or the year before. So we can't criticize Xbox and tell Xbox they need to bring the best showcase this Sunday. They don't have to. They already, thanks to Sony, Phil Spencer's he sleeps like a baby right now. Phil Spencer's like, oh, thank you, Sony. You made it easy. Thank you, Herman Holst. You made this very easy for me. Phil Spencer's probably sending thanks. He probably sent a letter of appreciation to Herman Holst. I'm sure Herman Holst got the letter, and there's probably a bottle of wine in there. He had to sign it to tell him thank you from Phil Spencer. Here's the bottle of wine. Enjoy it. Because the PlayStation State of Play made it super easy now for Xbox. Xbox just has to show a couple of games, Gears of War 6 and Call of Duty Black Ops 6 that's going to be exclusive to the Xbox, and it's a big deal to be able to play this game exclusively part of the Game Pass. And then you can also play it on your cloud service for the very first time, and you can do that on Sony, you can do that on PC, you can only do it on Xbox. That gives even more value to the Xbox Game Pass. On top of all the other games they're going to showcase, and they're going to talk about the probably Xbox refresh, and they're going to talk about some other devices like handheld devices, and of course the VR headset that they partnered with Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, MetaQuest. They're going to talk about the Xbox and MetaQuest partnership and what that's going to be like. So Xbox Games Showcase looks pretty good. To me, it looks already better than what State of Play. Anybody, even I, could have a better showcase than State of Play. So, my question to you guys is, everybody on a Sony fanboy side, like, just stop. You got nothing, man. If you had something, okay, fine. Then you can say, oh, Xbox better bring on the big guns or something. Bro, you got nothing. Look on this side. What do you see? Astrobots. Don't make me laugh. Nothing against Astrobots. And it's nice, it's a cool game, something, you want. My nieces and nephews, they love playing that. They'll most likely play that. But it's a kid's game. That's it, man. Come on. There's nothing else. This is a weak ass presentation of Sony. I've never seen Sony look this bad as I did this summer. This is one of the worst State of Plays ever. And they haven't showcased nothing. Bunch of third-party games, a remaster of Until Dawn. The only thing that was exciting was the PlayStation VR 2 Alien game. That's the only thing that got me exciting. But nothing else, man. So guys, stop it. All you Sony fanboys, you're acting like you got something better. You act like you got something holier than thou, but you don't. This is the fact. I'm speaking the facts. As you know, I have Xbox and PlayStation. Last night I was playing a PlayStation AEW game, which I will continue today. So what do you have? And don't write down on the comments, don't tell me about The Last of Us, Uncharted. These are PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 IPs, all right? Don't bring out, listen, I'm going to remove the comments where you guys bring up a PS3 and PS4 IPs. Don't bring out PS3, PS4 IPs. If you bring out PS3, PS4 IPs, I remove that comment. Bring out something from 2020 till now. In the past 3 years, bring me the new IP that Sony brought. That it's the ultimate banger. Sorry, Rise of the Ronin, it's not the ultimate banger, and it's only limited exclusive. That means that it's going to come to PC, and eventually it will come to the Xbox as well. It's a limited. Stellar Blade, limited exclusive. It's going to come to PC and eventually down the road to the Xbox. It's a limited exclusive. Don't bring out these limited exclusives. I want a Sony Studio new IP. What new IP did Sony Studio bring out in the past 3 years? Don't bring out the God of War Ragnarok. That's just a sequel. Don't bring out the Spider-Man. That's just a sequel. And don't bring out The Last of Us Part 2. That came out on PlayStation 4. What did Sony bring in the past 3 years? So you can't be a hypocrite. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't beat yourself in the chest and say, ooh, look at my console. When you got nothing. 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 So you can criticize Xbox for shutting down those 4 studios. You can criticize Xbox for that. And I criticize Phil Spencer for that, for being quiet, for not saying anything, for not giving any answers. That's a legitimate criticism, yes. All of us have criticized Phil Spencer and Xbox for shutting down those 4 studios. Why? And they gave no explanation as to why. Hopefully they'll give that explanation on the Xbox Games Showcase. For that, yes, we all criticize Xbox for that. Even us Xbox hardcore fanboys have criticized Phil Spencer for that. You see, we can criticize our brand when it needs to be criticized. You guys can't do that. You guys just justify everything. Let me just justify. Whatever Sony does will be justifiable. And we'll just use that as an excuse. But when the Xbox does something, oh God, the whole world starts crumbling down. It's hypocrisy and double standards. Okay? You can't have it both ways. When you come to me with your PlayStation that you show me a bunch of bangers and say, hey, this is the reason you need to buy a PS5. Okay, then we'll talk. But until then, you got nothing. This is what you've got. This is what you've got. Nothing. So, right now, what I want to say is this. Both of these brands are in a sad state. Both of these brands, both Microsoft and Sony, are in a very sad state. And I don't mean to drag this video any longer than it needs to be, but both of these brands are looking really sad. And it's also a sad time for video gaming as well. This is not a good time to be a video gamer. This is actually a crappy time and a sad time to be a gamer because we're not getting anything substantially great. We're not getting anything substantially great. All we're getting is a bunch of remakes and sequels and remakes, right? No new IPs, nothing. And all they're doing is jacking up these prices. They're jacking up these prices so we have to pay more money. So we're not getting anything good. This sucks for us gamers. It sucks for me because I'm a gamer. I'm not a fanboy. And it sucks for me to see this is where we're at with the gaming industry. It's a pretty sad time. This is not the exciting time to be a gamer. This is a pretty shitty, sad time to be a gamer. So anyway, that's all I want to say. I'm sorry that this video has to be half an hour, but there's so much to say that it has to be a half an hour. There's too much to say here. Too much that I had to cover to show the hypocrisy on both sides. But especially from one side, which is the blue team. Constantly. Like a running diarrhea, man. Running diarrhea. Xbox this, Xbox. If Xbox sucks so bad, then why are you worried about it? I'm going to end the video by saying this. If Xbox is such a terrible disaster, then why are you worried about it? Why are you guys making videos about it? Why are you so worried about it? All you Sony fanboys, why are you worried if it's such a Titanic ship? Just sit back, relax, and watch it sink. But no, you are worried because you know you got nothing on that Sony PlayStation 5 and you need something to justify it. And you are worried about Call of Duty being on the Xbox Game Pass and all the Call of Duties being on Xbox Game Pass. And you're worried that also we will have the ability to play it on cloud where we don't have to download and update nothing. Saves us a bunch of hard drive space. You're worried about that too. That's a pretty cool feature to have. And you're worried that you might have some of your PlayStation console fans of PS5 jump in and buy a Xbox Series X or Series S just for the Call of Duty. Yes, they will buy a cheap-ass $300 Xbox Series X just to play Call of Duty. Included. All of the Call of Duties included on Game Pass. That is a big deal. That is a big deal, my friends. That's not a big deal. That's a behemoth of a big deal. To be able to play all the Call of Duties included on the Game Pass and on the cloud. Take it with you. You're going to see a lot of people jump in on that Game Pass membership. Maybe you worried about that. Maybe you're so worried about Indiana Jones might have been a great success. There's another game coming out. It's on an oil rig on the ocean. It's coming out 13 days from now on the Xbox. another exclusive. Maybe the fact you can't play Hellblade 2, it's another worry. So yeah, maybe you guys are worried. Maybe you guys are worried. Maybe that's why. Because if Xbox it's a failure, and such a failure, then why are you worried about it? Why stop making those videos? Stop making those videos. And I won't be making those videos either. Stop making those videos, guys. And I'm not going to mention the names of who these YouTubers are, but you know who you are. So what are you worried about? What are you worried about? If Xbox is such a Titanic ship, what are you worried about? You got nothing to worry. Just kick back, relax, and enjoy the Titanic show. Watch it sink. But no, you know it's not a Titanic. You know that the Xbox got something going on, and you guys are worried. You guys are worried about that. Because you know that your PlayStation brand doesn't have anything substantially great. And there's nothing on the horizon. Sony has no clue what they're doing. And this Herman Host also has no clue what he's doing. And he also showed us that he doesn't care about PlayStation fans. Yes, 250,000 signatures petition to have a Days Gone 2. He chose not to. He says he rejected. Okay, I'll end the video by saying this. He rejected 250,000 signatures. That's 250,000 signatures he rejected. Because we demanded Days Gone 2. And he said no. So don't come here with your PlayStation fanboyism trying to tell me that you got something going on. Because you ain't. You're in a pretty sad state. And it's also a pretty sad state for both blue and green team. This is a sad time to be a gamer for both sides of the aisle. From somebody who's independent. This is a sad time. This is not a happy time. This is a very, very sad time. Get some tissues and cry. Because it's not a happy time. We're not getting any good games. We're not getting anything good. This is a crappy, sad time to be a gamer. And I'll just leave the video at that.